Elbert Hubbard, His Wit and Wisdom, 1856 to 1915, when he died on the Lusitania. Elbert Hubbard did almost everything from A to Z. He was a businessman, philosopher, dreamer, orator, scientist. The best introduction we can think of was written by his wife, Alice Hubbard, in 1911. But first let me say that anyone reading Hubbard sounds good, just like Oscar Wilde or Mark Twain. And we believe he's as worthwhile reading as those two, and that's a very high standard. And now his wife's introduction. Elbert Hubbard, the most positive human force of his time, is a man of genius in business, in art, in literature, in philosophy. He is an idealist, dreamer, orator, and scientist. In his knowledge of the fundamental, practical affairs of living, in business, in human interests, in education, politics, and law, he seems without a competitor. He is like Jefferson in his democracy in teaching a nation to love to govern itself and to simplify all living. He is like Thomas Paine in his love for liberty and in his desire that all shall be free to act in freedom and think in freedom. He is like Lincoln in that he would free all mankind. He too knows that there can be no free man on the earth so long as there is one slave. Elbert Hubbard sees too that just so long as there is one woman who is denied any right that man claims for himself, there is no free man. That no man can be superior, a true American, so long as one woman is denied her birthright of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. He knows that freedom to think and act without withholding that right from any other evolves humanity. Therefore, he gives his best energy to inspiring men and women to think and to act, each for himself or herself. He pleads for the rights of children, for so-called criminals, for the insane, the weak, and all those who, having failed to be a friend to themselves, need friendship most. The golden rule is his rule of life. His work to emancipate American men and women from being slaves to useless customs, outgrown mental habits, outgrown religion, outgrown laws, and outgrown superstition. He would make each human being rely upon himself for health, wealth, and happiness. Elbert Hubbard is like Emerson in seizing upon truth, embalmed and laid in pyramids of disuse. Into these truths he has breathed the breath of life, and they have become for many of us living souls. From the thoughts of Moses, Socrates, Solomon, Pythagoras, Loyola, Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad, he has brought to us wisdom that applies to the art of living today. Elbert Hubbard is a unique figure in history. The strength of his individuality comes from his having lived much and intensely. He lives his philosophy before he writes it, proves his theory before he announces it. Like Shakespeare, he has access to universal knowledge, and from his storehouse he draws the vital fact whenever he needs it. Without effort, his mind seizes upon the important part of any subject, scene, or situation, and he presents the few parts which will suggest the whole. He knows psychology, the needs of humanity at large, the needs of races, the needs of classes in races, and individuals in a class. He knows men and women, American men and women, their hopes, their fears, their strengths, their weaknesses, their possibilities, and he deals with them, having ever before him the ideal. He, too, is looking for a happy
Sample complete. Ready to continue?